Hello, Internet. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. Anywhere else this video may appear. My name is Samuel Huber from InclusionTube, the official YouTube page of Inclusion Festival. I also have my own YouTube channel and show called Heroes of Autism, but today we're here to talk about Inclusion Fest. All right, we're here with Annette, Pinder, Amy of our founder Amy Pinder.
Pinder.
Here, tell us the folks a bit about yourself.
So I'm the publisher of a magazine called Buffalo Healthy Living. Amy grew up in Buffalo, New York, so Western New York region she's very familiar with, and people in the Western New York region are getting pretty familiar with Inclusion Festival.
Mm-hmm.
And so Amy is my daughter, and I have come to learn, I always learn something new from her all the time, and she's very involved in the disability community and people who have autism, and she's taught me a whole lot about inclusion and continues to do so as things change and evolve. So
awesome. So you mentioned a magazine called, I believe it's called Buffalo Living Magazine. Can you tell us a bit about the magazine and why it was started?
yeah, Buffalo Healthy Living. It's not something I ever expected to do. It's a magazine that is devoted to health, fitness, and nutrition, healthy lifestyles for people of all ages. And I was approached about 10 years ago by a gentleman who was publishing a magazine called Rochester Healthy Living, and he was the owner and founder, and he thought I would do a great job in Buffalo. And I eventually bought the magazine from him, so the Buffalo portion of it. So I've been publishing for about 10 years.
Very, very cool. What sort of articles are featured in this magazine?
Yeah, so we write articles about anything from, let me just get one out so I can give you some examples. The benefits of vitamin D to a type of new procedure or acupuncture for pets. Should we, caffeine content and in coffee, different types of coffees, and the benefits of prenatal exercise, and we write about conditions like lupus and all kinds of things. So we write about everything. You've written for me, Sam. So I love your chicken nugget article because hey, we all have, especially when kids are young, they get attached to eating one thing. I remember when Amy would only eat pasta and Cheerios. So actually hot dogs, pasta, and Cheerios. That was about it, her whole repertoire. Then she became a vegetarian and refused to eat vegetables. So she only ate tofu and pasta.
It's a very interesting world, the vegetarian world. Speaking of Amy, did she always show such zest, such enthusiasm for helping the special needs community as a child? Where did that all start?
Yes, absolutely. It's crazy. I was a Girl Scout leader, and one of the girls in our Girl Scout troop had Down syndrome, and Amy took her under her wing, and she used to sleep over at our house all the time, and she was really attached to Amy. So it started out with that, and then she actually volunteered for a daycare center, and she spent a lot of time with children who had special needs in the daycare center, and that was really special. So I don't think she knew ultimately what she was going to do. She always loved Annie Sullivan. That was her heroine, because she thought that Annie Sullivan was an amazing, taught somebody that couldn't talk or see or hear,
Mhm.
how to engage with life and communicate. And she always really loved her. So
Beautiful. Can you tell the folks a bit about your experience last year at Inclusion Festival?
I love Inclusion Festival. Um, Kind of like an ex-hippie myself, I, um, to me, Inclusion Festival is, it's a really special experience because it puts you in sort of a bubble where people really are kind to one another. And there's a whole different kind of consciousness at Inclusion Festival that is centered on love and appreciation and being grateful for everything from the meals that are served to us to the connections we can share with each other. It just takes you out of the realm of every day and puts you into this. It's almost hard to get back after you come home.
I can attest to that. Um, is there any particular experience at the festival that really stood out to you of all the
Yeah, I
else?
had well, all of them. I mean, I had a great massage. Oh my God. And this puppy was lying on my back. No, her, I think, was it her cat or her dog? It was her cat lying on my back at the tank at my feet once while she gave me a massage, and she did Reiki at the same time. I'll tell you, the festival to me is like seeing the world in color and then coming back home and seeing the world in black and white again.
Mm,
So there's a lot. Um, it's just a real immersive experience.
awesome. I like to end all my interviews on Inclusion Tube with the following question: what does inclusion mean to you?
Wow. Inclusion means um, really realizing that every single person has something valuable to contribute.
Mm,
Um, I have come to realize in writing the articles that I write, because I usually feature one person every month. And, people have said to me, well, why did you pick so and so? You might want to mute me. It's going to ring again, I think. My car is getting fixed. So,
well, we're almost done here. So,
um, I think for me, what it means is realizing that every single person really has something to contribute. What I was started to say is, well, people say to me, well, why did you write about this person? Who are they? They're nobody. And I've come to realize that everybody's got an amazing story. Everyone. I haven't met anybody that doesn't have a really wonderful story to tell me.
beautiful, Annette. Is there anything you want to tell people before I let you go, like how to contact you if they want to contribute to
Well,
your magazine?
people could contact me by looking up Buffalo Healthy Living magazine. They can like my page on Facebook at Buffalo Healthy Living on Facebook. And I do want people to know that regardless of whether or not we have an actual physical inclusion festival this year, I think that people need to realize that the idea of Inclusion Festival is embracing all of what happens there in our everyday lives to the extent that we can, and to getting in touch with Inclusion Festival through social media and through their website, because there is so much going on all the time. And Amy's doing an activity a day for Inclusion Festival in Inclusion
Mm-hmm.
Zone. So we can create those meaningful events in our own lives every day.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on our show. All right, folks. Until next time, this
All
is
right.
Sam Heber signing off of Inclusion Tube.
Thank you.